bucket fillers. How are you guys? I am here in the backyard of Layla and Lachlan's house. My computer is down to 10% battery, so we're going to see, and I don't have my charging with me, so we're going to see if I can get a show on Premiere for you for tonight. So, um, yeah, I thought about losing my temper because I forgot or lost my my charging cable, but oh well, I think I just misplaced it. And rather than that, I thought I'd read you a story about a similar kind of topic and just let's see if we can go find it. And this is called, so welcome everybody. Obviously, we're doing a premiere, and I'm on the road and the kids are in the pool, and so it's good. Let's go for this. Here we go. This is called Fergal and the Bad Temper. Of course, you know how me, I love a dragon. A good dragon story is always the best. Fergal and the Bad Temper by Robert Starling. Illustrated and um, written by Robert Starling. So here we go. This is Fergal. What a nice dragon. He's a friendly little fellow. But when someone tells him what to do, Fergal gets very, very angry. Yes. Like when his dad said, Fergal, come down for your dinner. Fergal wanted to keep playing. Fergal felt fiery. It's not fair. And when he said Fergal had to eat all his vegetables if he wanted dessert, well, I don't want to eat my greens. Uh-oh, he torched him. So Fergal didn't get any dessert, and he didn't get any dinner either. Fergal got in a pickle on the soccer field. Your goalkeeper. Ugh, it's not fair, said Fergal. I don't want to be goalkeeper. Torched the goal, huh? His fiery temper got Fergal into trouble all over town. You have to wait for them to cool, Fergal. You have to miss a turn, Fergal. Wherever he went, Fergal just couldn't keep his cool. Finally, his friends had had enough. Everyone's ignoring me, Mom, said Fergal. It's not fair. Well, Fergal, dinner is in the trash. Bear's pastries are burned, and no one can play soccer, and that's not fair. We all get fiery, sighed Mom, but we find a way to cool down. My trick is to count to 10. The next day, Fergal felt fiery hot again. That's not. But then he remembered what his mom had said. His mom's trick was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he didn't feel so fiery anymore. It had worked. Fergal noticed lots of animals had their own way to cool down. When Crow felt fiery, he told his friends about it. When Fox felt fiery, he watched the sunset. Wolf always found a nice quiet spot and made a big noise. Cat lay back and had a really good stretch. And then there was Hare. Whizzing about stopped her feeling fiery in the first place. Now Fergal had lots of ways to cool down, and when he didn't waste his fire on being angry, he found there were much more interesting things to do with it. Yeah, that's Fergal. Let's see. Fergal, bad temper. Uh-huh. That's it. That's the story that I had. At least it's something. I wanted to get something to you. I know it's late. You'll probably get a late message on this premiere. But like I said, we're down to 8% battery right now, and we're hoping that this goes and I can find something to charge this up and get it posted. So anyway, everybody, thanks so much for being here. And I will be back home for Thursday night show, but then I'll be back on the road again. So we may be hit and miss for a few days. Anyway, you guys, from sunny poolside here in Mesa, Arizona, with Layla and Lachlan dripping by my side. Everybody, have a great days. I hope you enjoyed the story. And remember, keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It's all around you. But the first place you'll find it is when you go look in your own mirror. And I'll see you next time.
Not her, not him or them gon' stop me from getting mine now. Not you, not her, not him or them gon' silence my rising inner child. And every time I look up in the sky, I know it'll be alright. Yeah. And every time I look up in the sky, I know it'll be alright. Yeah, gotta get mine.